So there are a lot of rocky frets all up and down the board. Number 9, of course, was the big one, noticeable by the strings. And there's quite a few unlevel, so I'm going to have to go after them. One of the first jobs, of course, is going to be to get this nut off and get another nut cut to go in there, so that by the time I finish doing the fretwork and all the other stuff on this thing, we'll be able to put that nut on with some good new strings. And there we go. We know we're going to do a full fret job. In going up after the nut, the first thing I noticed when I put the strings back was there was that little piece that broke in. I thought it was just a little lip of poly, but no. What it was is some kind of a tape they had put in the cavity, and they painted over the tape all the way back to where I've trimmed it with my X-Acto. And I'm going to have to end up painting that, filling it in with some resin, because there's a lip. And there's a lip. You can, oh yeah, there, barely see the lip right here by my finger, where it's deeper than where it goes in for the truss rod. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of touch-up painting in there, put some resin over the top to fill it in on the slope like it should be, and then probably paint over the top of that as well to blacken that area. Because when the truss rod wrench went in, it went snap, and I'm going, what's that? And that's what it was. So one little tidbit right there. Just wanted to document that before I got to go any further. And I have a nut, which is a Tusk XL, which is going to be used on this guitar. Once I can get the plastic one off, and I'm going to have to trim around it like I normally do to get that poly just trimmed off so that it doesn't break all over the place up there. Also on the top side of the nut, where they painted right in there, I got to score it in order to get it to come off so that it doesn't break and do a lot of damage when it snaps. The tailpiece and the bridge are Epiphone parts. They ground away the name, but they left Epi here, and they got it almost all gone off of here. Now the tailpiece is okay, it's a nice tailpiece, but Epiphone, look, this is the kind of thing that is crud. See, look, freaking wire, bullshit stuff. Yeah, total garbage. Total garbage. Epiphone. Good news, the anchors are not loose. They are out of the body. And they're not exactly... I'm going to see what I can do with them carefully. The nut is in. New Tusk nut is in and cut. And I got to fix that hole with all the stuff in it there. But after I do the fret job and work on these anchors. So I'm going to tap on those first, and then I'll be taping off to do this part. Good news, I had in stock tuners that I had bought some time ago to go on my Fantasy, which are from Music Lily under Wilkinson. They are not locking, but they are really good tuners, nice and taut, no slop. And they're going to go on this one since it's already open. All right. Okay, I'm ready to start. I've got it marked up, and we're good to go. Steel wool time. Ooh. All right. According to the advertisement, this is supposed to be actual ebony. Well, you know, it'll be my first one if it's real. Could be amaranth. You know, you never know. I hope it's ebony, like they said. It would be. Okay, so here we are. The fret job is done. And it is coming up on 2 minutes to an hour and a half from the beginning to the end. A full fret job. There you go. Of course, I do have to do some cleaning. But at least the fret job is done. Now we're going to take off some of the sticky stuff with naphtha. And the next thing is I'll take off the tuners before I move to the other side and start popping some of the electrics out so I can do a good buffing on the body. I got some sticky all over this thing. I'd rather clean this up than from the masking tape than not have it. You can hear the flopping in there. That's what's causing the slack. Yeah, it's going to need a good compounding. Try to get into the swirls before the buffing with the wax to bring it up. They did a pretty crappy job right there. If you're not looking for it, you won't see it. And there we go. Look at that. Right on, an hour and a half. And now that that's done, we're going to let it sit for the night.